Takili here, classical glare, that's me right there, softly spoken, rare, loving that party life. Clean fitted clothes, fresh shower dress, covered in silver, flow like the river, hypnotic when I deliver smooth. My name is Nicola Hayden, or for another word, Nikki Blaze, which is my stage name. I'm a performance coach and I live in Liverpool. A performance coach is somebody who teaches other people how to gain confidence in performing. I work for myself. I run my own company called World Spin. The work that I do is a lot of spoken word. I tend to write about just real life situations or stories of my own I've been through, or scenarios that could really make a difference. I enjoyed school. Well, I did and I didn't. There were times I would tend to drift into my own world because I wanted to get out of school and dance, because I was a dancer when I was really young, from the age of 3 to the age of 11. I did ballet, I did tap, I did jazz and modern. I left school at the age of 15 because I became a young mother at the age of 16. I didn't leave with any education. I then decided, after having a child at the age of 16, that I still wanted a career. At the time, being a young mother was very difficult. I don't regret it, but obviously if I could make a choice to do things differently, I would have done things differently. It was difficult not having a partner who should have been there and not doing the things he was doing. But, you know, you have to just move on and do what's best for you, and that's what I did. My parents, my mother, she works in a youth service at the moment, but she used to be an art teacher. And my father, he works for himself, and he's like a building constructor. My mother said she'd prefer me to go on to further education, but my father, he was more the kind of person that just encouraged me to just earn a living and do what's best for me, really, as long as I'm doing the right thing. So they just encouraged me to, you know, make the most of my life, really, in a good way. This photograph it's very important to me because it's in a place called Pau, which is in South France, and it was the first international exchange I went on when I was 17. And that was the time I decided this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I was asked to go there to perform, interact with different DJs, graffiti artists, dancers. We spent 10 days performing, travelling around France and learning each other's language. A friend of mine that was a next door neighbour came to me, and I think he'd seen me performing live somewhere, and said, I think you should come down to the Prince's Trust and become a member. So I went to the Prince's Trust. I signed up for a community grant. I rounded up 15 young people and took them to Germany for 10 days, where they met other musicians. They got to record. They got to be a part of another program over there. And a lot of the international work started from there. When I'm not working, I tend to just be creative, obviously spend time with my children. To be totally honest with you, when I'm not working, I tend to still work. In 5 years' time, I'd like to see myself doing the same, but maybe just the projects growing and on a bigger scale. I feel the work that I do definitely helps young people. I feel it helps young people because they come and tell me.